Got that for me, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you about something. He told he told me he missed me too. And as elation birthed graffiti into my chest and manifested into tears out the corner of my eye ducts, my face showed indifference and my pride stubbornness. Standing in the middle of a baseball field in the darkness of nights, the winter breeze was irrelevant, for I felt like I was standing in the pure sun in the brightest of days, and his words embodied me into warmness. I felt home again. Because before that, he had me ostracized from his life, and the only glimpse into his life was through Facebook. Laughter was a temporary solution to healing, still in moments to send an occasional text that would go unresponded, bonded by your internal soul. I felt my role was to make us whole again, for I remember how it was before I met you, and I'm angry that it'll never be the same. Do you know the blame game that we managed to sustain was a mere disdain that we had for change, afraid that this exchange will be so great that the mountains would move and the earth would rain from the ground up. And then you told me you missed me too. Shit, I didn't know what to do. I wanted to hire a crew of people to hand out flyers of what you said so the world could know too. I wanted to paint my entire body blue. Walk down Midtown Manhattan butt naked with pictures of me and you. Placed specifically on my body parts meant only for you. Crazy glue myself to you. Walk around all day with you. Shake hands for you for every person that come across you. And when someone asks me, who am I would reply, oh, we are you. But my face showed indifference. Having been a product of many failed relationships, I was bent on not bending. Never realizing I was offending our opportunity to take on this world with wondrous endeavors, so you shunned me. An eviction notice on your heart had me scrambling for an escape from the shock, had me throwing stones and you throwing rocks with emotions built from my own disappointments. Point is, you're a masculine reflection of me. So I didn't understand why you didn't feel the pain that I do. There was no way you could persuade me to believe you didn't feel the same gut-piercing feeling that I do when I think of you. I wanted to have my brain surgically removed with any thought of you screaming, hold it over, King Doctor, for at least that's a pain that I could feel with my own two eyes instead of the pain that's hurting me from the inside. I miss you. I miss us. But you're just like me. So the stubbornness we shared in common bore the same genetics, so I felt pathetic when I had to swallow an ego that I never intended for consumption and beg for a meeting. And your reluctance had me grieving, had me dreaming of this time in Central Park on top of hilltops when the wind held us together like conception. Never second guessing whether others were Never second guessing whether others were observing our sexual connection, and they couldn't keep their eyes off us. And I can't keep my mind off you, I told him. In the middle of a baseball field in the darkness of nights with the irrelevant winds, he challenged me to a one-on-one game with points being lost and feelings taken for granted and home runs of humility and fouls of false interpretation. Tired, exhausted, ready to forfeit. He told me he missed me too. Shit, I didn't know what to do. So I kissed you. Thank you, baby.
Y'all probably know this beat, but we gonna rock out, keep it soulful tonight and all that. Everybody got a little drink in them and all that. Turn it up a little bit more for me if you could. Yeah. Alright. We about to just get on some real G shit real quick. Yeah. Georgia be the best. I'm back on my fresh. Grind is 100, like the block I rap. And you should not step with any disrespect, cause my niggas will put your dogs down like the vets. I'm busy chasing checks while they breaking their necks to see what I'm doing. I guess snitching they best. NBH is the movement, we keeping it moving. Team Charlie Sheen, you niggas is losing. So don't get me confused with them losers. School of hard knocks, we get A's, they need tutors. Never mind the lanes, I'm crushing they days. She say I get a high like my dick with some cane. I'm 745, almost half past the same. Cool and humble one side, but when the beast is uncaged, that's another story. Back to the subject. I'm calm, cool. bulletproof collective with respect. And the ones who don't will never come check this. Nigga right here, they get popped like cheap necklace. I'm so reckless, so pardon me. I'm about my green thumb, guarded B. You tax niggas for drama, start a fee, so you'll pay for more than your life if you start with me. I think big time, Nino Carter. You think G-Money, married to the product. Don't pay your whole team. Yo, cut it off. I think big time, Nino Carter. You think G-Money, married to the product. Dope heads, your whole thought process is old. Should kill yourself like Don Cornelius. I'm so wrong. I'm so on point like a syringe. Facts be that dope, the hustlers rated a 10. The women love me too, so the trouble I be in is light like the cream film on your wife's slipping chin. I'm never settling. Georgie, fuck mediocre. Georgie go hard like an erection, it's sweet chocha. I'm no pussy, a slight joker. We have with ambitions to get money like Oprah. And I'm only getting closer. So take a picture, nigga create a poster. Cause this time next year, Georgie be taking over. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's over.
Love is a motherfucker, it really is.
Yeah. That's what she said. I was like, I just like you.
It's true. Try getting married, nigga. Build conversations arched from broken promises. From a vibrant I do that had an expiration date that shimmered infinity. Spoke earth tones, our conversations once vibrated in neutral. She would always verbose in a fat lip dialect. A Sunday soul. Religion questioned yet incarnated to Catholicism's best friend, codenamed bourgeois' finest. She would thorn a rose yet reborn it into blossom. Inspired me to breathe the resurrection of Christ into modern existence. We argued over nothing. It's been 15 months, I never meant it to be this way. Memories of us French kissing and consistency. Collectively, I know we caught a bad break in the beginning. And I can't sit in front of you while you wanting to leave the room, ready to call the cops. For what? Our union was somewhat like glass, and time would have been better to leave it broke than to hurt myself putting it back together. Heart again ripped out of my chest, don't know how to feel. A week before Christmas, holding it part for the kid's sanity. Sydney, 6 years old, 6 years of resistance. She spins infinitely like a ballerina every time she walks. I mean, it's just something about her, it's just something about her stutter that just never stuttered out. It's just something about her walk that never stuttered our marriage. And I took inspiration. All I ever wanted to do was to embrace happiness. Not write a string of poems about a marriage that wasn't in sync, so I had to look at the verses that were structured inside of me. Was it the poetry I was writing, or was it the verses that would reside inside of me? Now, I don't blame her for everything that happened in this marriage, because it takes a man to own to his own mistakes. I mean, I'm 33 years old, and I got into it when I was 30, so 3 years of old and helped this black man mold to his own, but I know it wasn't right when I picked up that phone and told you to come back home. And no, it's not another poem. Let me put that. Funny. And no, it's not another poem about how I miss my wife and how I don't like being married. Decided to draw a circle, not a heart, around the one that I love, because a heart can break, but a circle can go on forever. And I thought this marriage would last forever. With pain and trust, withers in the wind, so that my motivation to continue. My unhappiness bear too much weight. Heart couldn't suppress the pain that rested stubbornly on one's chest. Good morning, happy heartache. This union became an irreversible marriage breakdown. 1 + 1 = 1 with you equals 2. So when two souls became one, how can one move on from you? Good morning, happy heartache. I fell asleep last night with pain and woke up with her cousin called depression. Good morning, happy heartache. For this pain I feel can't be real, but to overcome a situation, you must face it. And I just never knew that it would look like a woman that I said I do to. So goodbye to my pain, unhappiness, silence, elevated blood pressure, overeating, drinking, non-communication, sleep detriment that caused me to wake up and say, I'm tired. Good morning, happy heartache. Good morning, happy heartache. Good night, happy heartache. Good morning, happy heartache. Good night, happy heartache. Good morning, happy heartache. Good night, happy heartache. Good night, happy heartache. I had to leave when you was at work. Good night, happy heartache. It couldn't be the pain that I had when I first saw you back on the plane. Good night, happy heartache. I tried to work my marriage out. Good night, happy heartache. I went back into poetry clubs again. Good night, happy heartache. I didn't want to get married to break up again. Good night, happy heartache. I thought this marriage would last, but it didn't. And I had to put a period to it. And it hurts. Love is a motherfucker. If you don't believe me, My good morning, happy heartache, reside in you when you say, I do.
You want me to get also believe your dream should be something that you believe in. See, there's people around the world who dream about having dreams, so I suggest you wake up and you start dreaming. Don't let nobody shake you up and convince you that your dreams lack importance. So you probably wonder who I am, why I stand, trying to tell you to wake up and dream, and I can see if you don't understand, but see, I'm the nostalgia that you never had. Let you know that I'm right here and you can have me if you let go of the past with the right prayer, and it's more than having dreams, just nightmares. You see, the world's for the taking, and I'm a king in the making, but to you, I'm just a man. But you see, I'm more than that. I'm a deep nigga that walk around in the shallow end. I mean, I gotta keep in contact with all my shallow friends. So that I explain that Abercrombie and the Ralph Lauren's. So every time I come around, they go that deep nigga in the Ralph Lauren's. If he had dreads, then he'd be for Lauren. What's up, Wally and Mr. Lauren? But your dreams are way more important. How y'all doing? My name's Diego. That was just like a little intro. Let y'all know what personality is. I can hold y'all up. It's my first time out here, so just vibe with me, right? So this next piece this is with real poetry. This next piece I'm going to do is called Lost Loves. I know everybody do love poems, but mine's a little different. I mean, I think so. I just hope somebody can connect with what I'm saying. So, see, this is for the lost loves and the heroes trying to find it. With their capes on and black masks, speeding down memory lane, trying to battle with the past. But there's broken hearts but no cast because nobody realizes moving fast until they crash. That they are the villains who are committed to the perfect crimes they committed. Who you know stole time, yes, they admit it. It was well thought out, oh yeah, they planned it. Premeditated, the love bandits. You see, it's funny how time flies, cause I can still remember your last smile. Word around town that you moved to Cali. You could have told me you left and why. I often wonder how come you left and why. See, I got a bunch of thoughts that I never shared. And I would have loved you, but you never did. Me, I never asked for the truth. Emotions chained up, I should probably let loose. Love, love, love. I'm such a fucking fool. I went into my bed into a swimming pool. Come take a dive in my tears, realizing my realities was my biggest fear. See, I hate being lonely, but I did a couple years. I tried to find myself, but I was never really there. So I started singing like la 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 la, la 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 la. Yeah, that's the melody of my life. See, I'm trying to find love, but at a cheaper price. The last one was costly. I found her, but I lost me. Somewhere along the way, I don't know exactly where, but I'm never going back there. You see, I'd rather chase my dreams instead. But on my journey, I lost my mom. My friends started showing their true colors, so I pretend to be colorblind. Wow. See, I started looking for the truth, but I don't think I really want to find it. So hide that shit very well. People say I changed, I guess lies getting harder to tell. And since you left, new things about me I kept discovering, like time is money, and I'm really bad at budgeting.
Damn! What am I supposed to do now? No job, no money, and a new child? And my student loans cost over a few thousand. I'm asking what, when, why, where, who, how the hell I'm supposed to get this paper? Straight heady, man, forget the chaser. Had a dream I was vacationing out in Jamaica. Ain't talking Queens, though. I mean, where there's blue water and the green grows. Visions of palm trees, nah, I never seen those. Been through a lot, seen highs and I seen lows. Bottom to the top, but pay attention to the point I'm about to get to. Life could punch and kick you, but just fight back when it hits you. Gotta make sure you keep them hands up. Before that rep count to 10, you better stand up. Sometimes you're gonna lose or win, either win or lose. No matter the outcome, you know you're leaving with a bruise. Me, I'ma keep persevering. I ain't giving up. Never the type to hang my head and never pick it up. I want more, but I thank God that I get enough. Somebody out there can appreciate what we consider rough. Life's good, live it up. That's why I'm cherishing every single day like a gift. Live for today, because tomorrow only might exist. Going through hard times, and then I wonder why. On the ground, but I look up at the sky, never settle for less. I'm looking out for more. Eyes to the skies, looking at the floor. Positive mind, negativity ain't allowed. I'm walking on the ground, but I'm aiming for the clouds. Yeah, I'm looking up. I know that I'm a king, so I'm looking up. And all my queens, do your thing, keep on looking up. All of us are trying to get by, but we gotta hold our heads high. Yes, so keep on looking up. I said keep your chin high to the sky and self-motivate. I'm starting to learn that optimism controls your fate. Right. Something's gotta give. I'm thinking positive. Look, I got food, got clothes, and I got a crib. Too blessed to be stressed, that's what my aunt said. I'm living good and my family's beyond fed. Reap what you sow. Watch the choice you make when you plan it. And whatever you have, don't ever take it for granted. If you're the type to complain all the time, you better stop it. Because you can lose everything way faster than you got it. Nature is intertwined. That's why life is divine. Take some breaks off a bond and you turn it into wine. On the road, steering is better when you see the lines. Stay on your path, but just take some time to read the signs. Having some sense of direction can really ease your mind. You see, we have a vision, so why bother being blind? Pedal to the floor, no, I'm never stopping. Success is a guest that's forever knocking. I don't forget my options. See, dying is easy, living is quite hard. But you gonna drown just because there ain't a lifeguard? You need to keep your balance even if you fight odds. Don't throw your hand because you weren't dealt the right cards. A million doors to choose. Better turn the right knob.
Broadcast rap, nigga, we the music we see.